beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, the After Game Night podcast. I am your host today, Axel, and with me, I like to bring my mask friend, Mr. Mask Meeple, to the scene. Please, Mask Meeple. Yeah. I think you're muted, my friend.
You were absolutely right. So you lost like my most exciting 3 seconds in this podcast. Sorry. Did you miss it?
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh no. All right, take it from the top.
What I was
Very well.
saying, what I was saying is I always like when you're hosting because for me you are like this. I don't know if I'm in a board gaming podcast or in a AS what is ASMR? No,
ASMR.
that,
Hello,
that
beautiful people.
yeah, like
Welcome
this.
back.
Yeah, very quiet,
Just
very intimate.
get a drink and relax.
Oh no,
Ooh,
stupid stuff.
yeah, we're gonna be unboxing some board games today.
Yeah.
There you go. If you want it, I mean, if our
No,
viewers
I
want
don't.
it, we
No,
might as well. We're gonna have an ASMR episode.
maybe. Yeah.
There you
With
go.
the
But not today. Not
removing
today.
removing the shrink from the new boxes.
Removing the Mask and Maple mask.
No. Unless you pay,
Okay,
like I don't
that'll
know.
be in a different episode.
Yeah.
But we are missing someone. We are missing
Exactly.
Wandering Meeple,
Wondering.
our friend, our friend
I'm
Adri.
wondering. I'm
Bring Adri to the
wondering.
scene.
I'm
I'm,
wondering.
I'm wandering around here.
Mhm. Now you changed your name. So not,
I did
Great,
not
it.
only
actually.
your hair
Thank you.
color, but your name. Good.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
It's a secret. Secret.
Mhm.
How are you,
How
my
are,
friends?
So far,
we're
so good.
good. You know what? I think this Monday
Alive.
it's a bit
Alive.
better than last Monday, even though it's
It's Monday.
still a Monday.
Still
Yeah.
Monday.
I guess the threshold has gone really low to where it doesn't take much to make it better. So
Mm,
yeah,
okay,
If we are live, I mean, we're winning.
we're winning,
Yeah.
true. That's
succeeding in
true.
life.
Yeah,
Great success. That's
Yeah, exactly.
everyone says.
excellent.
Excellent. So
And
another episode.
I do agree with the mask of Maple about your voice. You sound like, hi,
Yeah.
good
Hi,
afternoon, my
welcome.
friends.
Welcome
So
to
He
your
gave
sexy.
me
favorite
tingles. He
spot.
gave me tingles. I'm
Yeah,
not in the correct
so
zone of my body.
sexy.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No.
maybe you know what? Maybe our audience disagree. They'll have to let us know in the comments. Maybe they're like, "Oh, I can't listen to that guy. He needs to like stop talking." All right, but we are gonna be talking about board games because it is a board game podcast,
True.
you know. And as always, why don't we get going with what have we played in the last week? So, Adri, we're gonna start with you. You want to share with us what you have played in the last week?
What have I played last week?
Roll.
Board Game Arena.
Board Game Arena,
Yay!
Yay, for the
yay!
win.
Woohoo!
Board game arena for the win.
Board Game Arena for the win.
So
You know
I've
what?
been
Me
winning
too.
some games, believe it or not.
Oh. No. I mean, how
First
many?
time.
How many
First
games?
time winning from Ash.
Fromage. I
Oh,
still don't know how to play
oh.
Fromage. I haven't taken my turn. Shame on me.
And after some time trying to beat one of my friends playing Castles of Burgundy, I won.
Bravo.
Bravo.
And still fighting to win Sea Salt and Paper. So that's that's gonna
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
But those are the games that I've been playing, and of course the games that I'm playing with you. But yeah, basically that's it.
Excellent. So those are only a couple of the 70 games that you have going
Ah,
on, right?
you win. You won the question I was about to ask you. Like, if that number has been like going up or down within the last week.
It has actually decreased a bit. I mean, 68, I think.
Okay, all right. Two games less.
Yeah, 2 games.
Mhm.
Very nice. That's a good amount. That's a healthy number of games to be playing at the same time.
Thing is
It
that
keeps
I'm
you
going to
fresh.
need to take care of that while I'm on vacation too. So
Ooh.
Right, because
That's
if you
gonna be
miss are most of those games timed, like do you have like a certain amount of time to take your turn?
true.
Can we start singing? Well, no, hold on. Before that, can you share with the audience why you are going to take vacation?
Because it's my birthday month.
Well,
It's birthday.
it's not a specific day. This the whole month.
It's the whole
It's the
month.
whole month.
The
Yes.
The whole month. You know it.
So
Yeah.
we
So
so we can sing happy birthday any day of the month.
any every no, not any
Not any
every
every
Well,
day.
episode we're gonna be celebrating.
my birthday is gonna be this week. So if you want to
So
sing,
this is the official
this is the
week.
official week. Yes.
But you notice how she's being careful here. So it's this week, not specific day. It's like it's
Write it
this
down.
week.
Write it down.
So it's like first the whole month, then the whole week. So that's it. I will
Then
not give
today.
up any
Okay.
guess.
And
No,
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 it's not
no,
today.
no, no. But she's gonna say like,
Today.
you have if you want to know, you have to ask me or sing me happy birthday the whole
Happy
week long.
No, not really.
Uh, I'll
Not
do
really.
that. I mean, I'll do that definitely. I mean, this is because I'm I'm talking from the bottom of my heart because that's
No.
No. Happy. No.
Birthday. Okay, all right,
we'll,
Masking Meatball.
we will
We'll leave
have
it for the
celebration
chismecito side.
afterwards. We'll
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, we will. There'll be
we'll do
cake
it
and
afterwards.
quesadillas too.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
All right, Mr.
With
Masking Meatball. What
cheese.
have you played this week?
Well, it's been hard to say. It happened from time to time that for some reason I remember exactly what I have played just like a couple of minutes before we start the show. I don't know what happened. Something clouds my mind,
The
but
mask. The mask.
maybe when I became this ugly personage here.
Mm.
But what I do remember is I learned and played for the very first time the game called Books of Time.
Books of
The
Time.
game
Wow.
from the Board and Dice. Board and
Board and
Dice,
Dice.
More than this.
this amazing company that has another amazing titles like Teotihuacan and
Most amazing.
Nucleum.
well, Nucleum. Oh,
That
Nucleum is
one,
amazing.
Tetsuyu and
Uh,
Mm,
Diletum.
yeah, Terracotta Army,
Barcelona.
Terracotta
Terracotta
Army.
Army. Oh man, so many
Yeah, there's
amazing
Barcelona
so
too.
many amazing
Euro
games.
games.
Yep.
And well, let me share with you right quick. So this game has been the game that I have learned most quickly from Board and Dice so far. Because
Oh.
it's not like a Euro game, 100%. Actually, it's not a Euro game. It's
Hmm.
more about a tableau building, sort of. The
Okay.
general idea is, I mean, the production is amazing because
Hmm.
um, you will have this kind of, I don't know what's the word for that, but when you have sorry,
Little
folders,
portfolios.
yeah, they like that. So you have to add new pages to your books. There are three types of books for
Hmm.
each player in the game. So every turn, which is every round because you only have one action per round,
Hmm.
you can either go and get more pages to possibly write in the future, but those pages you can also spend to activate some pages on your book, write those pages. It's amazing. I mean, you have like six different actions that I remember very clear.
Hmm.
You have six different options or possibilities during your turn, but they're just like straightforward. It's like no, no,
There's no
not many elaborated
there's no
steps.
combos.
Yeah, no combos. They're hundred
Oh,
percent sure. Their combos are pressed.
okay.
What I'm trying to saying is like it's not that complicated turns.
I got you.
Okay.
Although you have to think very careful what you're gonna try to do because this game is like when you have these clues or cameos from another games. Um, the game has these three tracks in the middle of the table that
Hmm.
made me remember Teotihuacan. This
Many of their games, yeah.
yeah.
They're.
So
I feel like Dice are known for their
the
tracks.
tracks. So the tracks there, and but that particular one, believe me, it made me remember Teotihuacan.
Who is
And
the designer?
that's a very good question,
You
and I'm
said Book
about
of
to.
Time.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if it's the same designer, like Daniel Tashini or
No, it's not. It's not.
no.
That I know for sure.
Oh, it's Philip Glowax. Glowax.
Yeah. So
I
I
think
have here.
he made mandala stones. Yeah, He made Mandala Stones. He made Founders of Teotihuacan.
Mm,
So they're not.
there we go.
They didn't. They don't necessarily have trucks, but
But this
interesting.
one has. Look at this. Tell me if
I
not
like
look like
trucks.
a small
Trucks are fun.
Teotihuacan truck.
Yeah,
Mm,
a small
look
You
at
know,
pyramid.
that.
small pyramid track here. So basically,
That
what
looks
you're
nice.
trying to do is like, like in Teotihuacan, when you go up in one of the steps or of the one of the tracks, you can go up in another one, or also, or even in the same one. So it's like you can create these combos just by doing some
Mm,
actions, you know.
yep. Yep.
Mhm.
And at the top
Like,
of the tracks, if you can reach the top, you will gain some additional points for every page of that color on your book at the end of the game. So pretty much
mm,
it's like in Teotihuacan, when you reach the top of the pyramids, you will be eligible for final points. You
yeah.
know, that's what
Mhm.
I think. That's probably why this game made me remember more Teotihuacan
Interesting.
than from others. But is that the only? That's the only part that is like alike
Similar.
of Teotihuacan. You know, and yeah, like I said, so you will have to every turn you can activate both pages of your book or one of your books, and then you can like for this in this example, you can spend resources to gain others or even points, and then you can gain resources and points. So it depends how are you going to build or yeah build or create your book pages. So it's very interesting, very clever, and the way it works is unique in my opinion.
Oh,
It has
interesting.
very
You're
Mhm,
actually building a book.
Yeah.
You're
mhm.
actually putting the tiles on like a ring.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Mhm.
was
Oh, that's
trying to explain.
amazing. Okay,
That's what
yeah,
I
I
was
didn't
trying to.
realize.
Yeah. So
That looks
every time you add a page on your book, you have to open the ring and add the page on
that's
top.
Mhm.
super
It's so
And then
cool.
clever.
and then as soon as you activate one of those pages, you turn the page to the other side. So the next page will be available for you to activate the actions on the next page. Pretty much.
Can you go back?
Yeah, you can go back at some
Okay,
point. I mean, if you reach the end of the book, it automatically will reset the book. So all the
interesting.
action will be available again. Or if
Ooh.
you decide you don't have to wait until the end of the book.
You
So
can
you
reset
can
the
you
book.
can reset. Uh-huh.
Very
So
Mhm.
there are
interesting.
some ways to go back, and because there are some objectives at the end of the game that you
Hmm.
want or you are trying to fulfill
Mhm.
that
Hmm.
requires you to put the pages in certain order. So you have to
Mm,
maybe go back to certain page and then insert the next one in order to fulfill the objectives that you have. So it's very interesting. A lot of decisions. The rules are simple in for a board and dice game, um, but not because of that. Is I'm saying this game is simple. You
Mhm.
know,
yeah, yeah.
it
It
has a
doesn't look
lot of
simple.
no. I mean it has its own enchantment. Uh,
Hmm.
Different, like I said, compared with other board and dice games. But I
Hmm.
really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I play it with my group of friends, and I won.
Hmm.
So that made me reach 19 points and get tied with
Oh,
my other friend.
Ah,
So
nice.
no one have been winning this season of gaming yet.
Okay.
Because after we played this one, we had like, okay, let's go, let's do this. We have to finish this, and we played unmatched, four
Okay.
players. It was like
Nice.
a rating battle all over. But of course, the two other players uh, that were not winning, they were trying to avoid us to win. So it was like focus on that part. So at the end, we're like, maybe that wasn't like the best idea. I in my mind, it was like it will be just like um, carnage or
yeah, yeah.
savage
No,
battle. Now it was focused on a
it
specific
was.
player.
Don't
But
make Musky Maple win.
still, I like it. It's like I like it. And but yeah, I mean, those were the games that I played um, over the weekend. And also, in order to celebrate, I just want to point out this out right quick because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I
Hmm.
also had a game of Star Wars, the deck building game. So
Nice.
Star Wars, the deck building game, it's one of those games that the card game is actually, yes, no, it's not the card game. It's the deck building game. Let me see. Star Wars deck building, I guess.
It
I'm not
should be
sure.
a card game, yeah.
Deck
Yeah,
building
yeah.
game. It's deck building game. Yeah, that's the word.
Hmm.
Yes.
So that one is if you have ever played games like Star Realms,
Hmm.
this game will feel very similar. But at the same time, I mean, just because it has the Star Wars theme on it,
Mm-hmm.
it will feel more thematic.
Nice.
You know,
All
Very
so
nice.
right.
you are battling like you can take side the Imperial side or the
Mm-hmm.
Rebel side,
Hmm.
and you will find iconic characters in the game, and you can
Mm-hmm.
just go to the market and either this is very clever. You can either purchase new cards that belongs to your faction, or you can battle those cards that are in the middle and try to avoid the other player to take the cards.
Oh.
So not only, I mean, if you have, there are neutral cards and both sides cards
Yeah.
in the middle.
Nice.
So at some point you can even try to not only try to gain more cards for your cause, but also trying to avoid the other player to win more cards. You know,
Nice.
so for instance, you have these cards here. This is the common outer rim pilots that any player can
Mm-hmm.
gain into their decks, and it's just a pure deck building, but with this like Star Realms feeling.
Are you
Hmm.
going
And
for
on top of
points?
that, no,
How do
it's
you win?
the at the beginning of the game you have like a base, the planet base or a
Mm-hmm.
system
Mm-hmm.
base,
Hmm.
and then in they have like different modes to play. Like in the base game, you can compete for the first player to defeat three bases of the other player is the winner.
Mm.
So
Oh.
how you defeat those bases, because the cards not only have credits to purchase more cards, but also some cards give you attack force. So
Mm.
that force you can use it to attack the bases. So as soon as you reach the maximum points of that base is gone, and
Got
then you select another one. And the cool part is every single base on each side has their own unique power, so unique abilities. So you can there are some very cool abilities, so it's very strategic because you must understand how to make the cards work in your favor with your base, with your strategy. Is I really love it. I mean,
Sounds great.
I used to
Hmm.
love Star Realms because of that, because it's
Mm-hmm.
simplicity, because the way because I love the building games, but
Mm-hmm.
also when I discovered Star Wars, and I feel like okay, this feels like a game I already played. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay, but then on top of that, these layers of complexity and thematically speaking, more valuable in in
Mm-hmm.
these terms. It made the game very 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 unique for me. So I enjoyed, and I enjoyed it the most because I played with my daughter, and it
Oh,
was
nice.
fantastic. It was fantastic. She knows how to play very well.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, it was a really nice way to celebrate the May the 4th with the
Woohoo.
family.
That's
Yeah, it
great.
was
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people say good things about that one.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, it's
I
really cool. I
didn't
mean, I
quite
love it.
understand how it played, but now that you have explained, that's
I
a lot
was
better.
Yeah.
actually gonna ask you something about books of time. How many books can you have as player?
You have like at the in the setup you have three different books, one for each color, and they're called like for science, traveling. I don't know. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
identified by color. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
every player starts with the same book of each color, and then like the initial page for each book. But
Mm-hmm.
it's up to you how you want to go for certain pages of certain colors. So it's the strategy is open for you to start doing that. But in my case, I I think I found out that you cannot go for the three objectives. You have to focus on certain one because there are some that are really hard to accomplish because you have to wait the time for the cards to be available. Then you have to wait and other players get those cards that you need. So if you wait too long, that strategy will
Game's
not. I
over.
mean, you will waste a lot of time. You will lose a lot of time
Mm.
in between. So I think it's better if you try to focus on something
Hmm.
and try to fulfill that part. Yeah, man, I can talk more and more about the game because it's fresh. It's fresh,
Yeah.
and there is a lot of things, and I really would like to try it again. But I don't know. Probably I will.
Okay.
And I have to
All right.
because
I
I
I
missed some pictures. So I
I
probably will
also
No.
use that as well. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
also see that you can play it solo. Would you try to play it solo?
No, I normally don't have to, but no, I don't think so. But if I have the
Oh,
chance to play with other guys, I'd rather prefer to do it that way.
Yeah.
Honestly.
okay.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
That's for
Excellent.
me. What about
Excellent.
you? What about you?
Me, I
Yes.
yeah. Unfortunately, this weekend I didn't got much gaming going on. I did get to cover game that was sent to me, at least in the files. There's this card game that's like a maze, and it's a nice way to entertain yourself for like another 10-15 minutes when you're waiting for something,
Mm.
uh, you know, at the doctor's office or somewhere um, but it's pretty interesting because the point is just like any maze, you're trying to go from the start all the way to the end, right here to the exit. And the way it works is that if the arrow is pointing up, it means that the door is open, so you can go through it. And then when you reach these circles, it means that you can rotate any way you
Oh.
want.
Huh.
Yeah, and that makes other doors open now, right? And then you can go through them. But now it
Oh.
closes the other door that was open before. But anyway, you can
Oh.
also, when you go through this arrow, you can flip and come out
Ooh.
this way. And then, you gotta
Holy
figure it out.
cannoli.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out, rotate, twist until you are able to reach um, the exit. The exit.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very clever,
Somewhere.
At first,
Yeah.
Somewhere.
first time I saw, when the idea the game was shared with me, I was like, okay, well, it's one card. How hard can it be? It's super easy. It's probably like one of those
I
uh
know, right?
puzzle mazes that they give you as a kid.
I know. I know. This happened to me often. I'm really lucky to receive very often new games from Button Shy.
Hmm.
These
Yeah, yeah,
wallet size games.
yeah. This is exactly that type of game.
At some point, I mean, at the beginning, it was like so simple games, but no, I
Right.
mean,
No, there's
it's been very
there's quite a
tough
bit of depth.
sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
really I think we should maybe I don't know, we have to think about doing some episodes with these portable games that you can take
Small
anywhere.
games.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
you
We
know
should. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to mention because I mean they got like a ton of them.
I love
They got
I have
a
to.
ton of them.
yeah,
I
those
And
have
I
guys.
to.
like I
Yeah,
like their art. Like it's quite entertaining, really. Like and you
It's
get
really
of
good.
Schools of
course
Set like is really amazing game. I love it.
Yeah.
it's good. So anyway, anyone
Mhm.
that's interested in it, they got their Kickstarter active right now.
Ooh,
If you
nice.
want to
So
go check
so
them out.
you're mixing up chismecito with this section now.
This is a
Hmm.
pre-chismecito. But
Okay.
Mm.
in other news, in other games, that's all I got to play. But I'm hoping that this Wednesday though.
So you play
Today's
solo basically.
Yeah, I did. I played
Ah,
by
you play
myself.
poker solo.
Great.
Um, I'm hoping that this Wednesday though, Hale and I will be able to finally finish our Charterstone campaign, the campaign that we've been playing for 3 years. We have
Nice.
one more session,
A whole
and we're
round of
gonna play it
applause for these
this
guys.
Wednesday. Yes, thank you,
You
thank
can
you.
do it. Yes.
Or
Make
So
it
not,
happen.
or not.
Or
or
not.
By
not,
the
no, it
way,
will happen.
before we go further, I would like to share with the audience that Adam,
Adam,
what's up,
Adam,
dude?
hi.
Is
thank you for
here.
being here.
We can talk about that chismecito part at the end of the episode,
That's
but
true. That's true.
yeah,
All right.
for now, I would like to say hi to Adam. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here, dude. All right,
Alrighty. So let's get on to the main event of
the
today's
main
episode,
event.
and it is if upgrades are necessary
Of course not.
or
Uh huh. Right.
that's it. That's
Yeah,
that's the
that's
topic.
it.
Is it necessary
No,
or not?
Oh,
no.
okay.
Okay.
So let's
Mm,
first of all let's chat about upgrades. What is an upgrade and what's not an upgrade? For example,
okay.
for
According
example,
with the dictionary. So what the
right? I mean,
what the dictionary says about it?
to
Upgrades.
me, I feel like when you exchange um component that was in the base game for a higher quality component, that's
Okay.
an upgrade,
Hmm.
right? So there were some examples of non-upgrades I had in my head and I just forgot. But
We can help
you
you
got
with that later.
right, right. They'll come back later. But
Yeah.
talking about upgrades for anyone that might be confused like me, we're talking about exchanging your cardboard coins for metal coins, exchanging your cardboard board for a neoprene player mat.
True.
Oh, I was gonna say, for example, putting sleeves on your cards is
Eh,
not an upgrade.
Is not?
I would say
Ah,
it's not. You still have your cards. You're just protecting it.
well, I would like to
Hmm.
disagree on that. Let me
Yeah,
tell you why. Because I like to disagree. That's all.
that's perfect.
And
It's meant to be a discussion, so this is
but
great.
Yeah.
but if I'm trying to go more in detail,
Hmm.
let's say for instance you play a game, a card game mostly because
Hmm.
the games
Hmm.
you have to sleep, and when you shuffle the cards, and
Hmm.
you just play the cards, they will, at some point you will suffer, uh,
Yeah, they get
or
damaged.
you will get damaged
Yeah,
somehow,
just from playing, just from
just by
use.
for playing,
Yep.
and if you don't upgrade that component and
Well,
take
it's
it to
still the
the
same component. You're not replacing
Yeah, I
it.
think it
no,
says
but you are make
protection
it
for the
better.
card.
You are make it better.
Yeah.
Well,
What about, let's say, what about these lives that are specific for a certain game, like, when they give you,
Oh, when they have like an art.
like
what about that? What
color
about that?
art.
How
No,
about that?
no, no.
No.
I think
Mm,
to me, I'll consider my definition of upgrades is gonna be when you replace a component with a better component. It has to be replaced. I don't know what I would consider sleeves. I guess their
I think
protection.
I would consider those protection as well, but it depends
Right, right.
if you want to put it some colors. For example, I think
I mean,
Lorcana
if you think of
Lorcana cards have some like
Or even
Disney
for the
designs
board
and
games,
stuff.
there are some board games that, they have their own sleeves
Hmm.
for
yes,
that.
yeah,
A lot.
yes,
Why? Because they think on protection, like,
yes. I
trying
guess
to.
if you're thinking of upgrading as making the game better, just in general, then
Hmm.
yes, that
I
that
will raise
protection
my
will make the game better. Go
I'll,
ahead, go ahead.
I'll raise my hand once again.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Mask Maple in the back. Thank you. What-
yeah. Thank you. I don't want to say, I don't want to sound rude here, but I will. But let's say, for instance, this is
Mhm.
just something that you are using to protect your game. Let's put it
Yes.
that way.
Hmm.
We agree on that. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So, what about the upgrades,
Hmm.
like inserts? Are inserts considered upgrades? Yes or no for you? Ah, la,
Ah.
la, la, la.
I think so
I mean,
because
if
you
you,
are
if you,
replacing like the super terrible insert that the game comes with, so you're making it better.
nevertheless,
Or
let's put it that way.
maybe
The slips, most of the times are not part of the base game. You have to add it to the game.
That is
Same
true.
way, the same way as an insert. So if you put all the things, like you gave us an example of line, the Lost Ruins of Arnak, amazing game, terrible way to organize it, just
hmm
a lot of bags over there.
Yeah.
hmm
If you put it that way and you transport that shit on, like another, the it's
I insert.
impossible to keep all still. it's
Yeah.
Hmm.
it's impossible to, at some point, maybe you can damage the boards, or
Mhm.
I don't know, whatever. So you are doing, I mean, you're not using the inserts in the game like for
Mhm.
playing. You're using it to protect your components, same way as sleeves.
Adri, what do you have?
That's
What
all.
are your thoughts?
That's all.
I want to add something to that, to the sleeves
Hmm.
topic. I think that if you purchase sleeves for all your
You're a
games,
dump.
that's protection. That's protection. But if
Uh,
you upgrade because the game has sleeves for you to purchase that are related to the game, then
that's an
those are
upgrade.
upgrades.
That's so interesting. I mean,
Mm.
obviously, no, and we're just discussing for the sake of
Yeah.
discussing. It doesn't mean that what I'm
Because the show
thinking
needs
is the right way of thinking.
because the
Uh,
show needs to last at least 1 hour, and we don't have enough conversation yet.
Yeah.
no, it's interesting. I think it is interesting. Uh, it really, I mean, because like the beautiful people that are on the chat, they can let us know what an
Beautiful
upgrade
people.
is for them, right? Like, do they agree with me? Like, does it have to be something that gets replaced, or it's just anything that makes the game better in general? So anything.
I will. I will.
You put some candy in your box so that every time you play, you have candy. That makes the game better.
Yeah.
That's an upgrade.
True.
I would love to have Adam's comment here because I know
Yeah,
he's a very upgrading person
yeah. He likes
here.
the nice things.
And I mean, I would love to know. I would like to learn from him if he considers sleeves as an upgrade or not. But
That's true. I mean,
we'll
that's
see.
gonna be the
We'll see.
question of the episode. Are
Yeah,
sleeves an
it
upgrade
lives
or
upgrade
not?
or not. Yeah, top three
Help
reasons.
us.
Top three reasons why
Leave
not.
your answers down below. But anyway, we can talk about the upgrades that we all agree that are upgrades. Like metal coins and
Mm.
player mats and miniatures,
Inserts.
inserts. Um, so, do you guys? I mean, I think most people like metal coins. Do you agree? I mean, I will be, yeah, I'll be surprised if anyone says like, oh, I prefer the the
The
I
cardboard,
prefer
cardboard
I,
coins. No.
especially when they're like this big.
I prefer to being poor. Okay, I respect that. I mean, I respect that comment, but not you. I will
Well, you
say.
know what? So there were these iron clays, right, that came out
Mm.
from the Roxley games from
Mm.
their
So
what's it called?
brass.
Brass, their game. That's the one that had it, and then a lot of people liked them, so they were like, okay, let's sell them separately so that people can just use them with any game they want. And that was
Overpriced,
a
by the
great
way.
idea. Those
Mhm.
those player coins, no, poker coins,
Poker chips.
poker
Poker
chips
chips.
are
Hmm.
so nice. They're like heavy and they feel nice, and they just, you can like play with them while you're like waiting for your turn. It's amazing. It's incredible.
You can even do the magic trick in
You
between,
can do the magic.
to distract your opponents and
Fingers.
like look at this,
But
and then
then
you
the
move something
problem the,
underwater.
the problem comes when you are playing a game that comes with its metal coins, right? Do you use the metal coins that were meant for the game, or do you bring your iron clays out to play with them instead of the metal coins? What do you decide?
Go for it, Adri.
What do you have you played with the iron clays?
I haven't played with iron clay,
But
so
you know them, right? Do
yeah, I
you
do.
visualize them? Yeah.
I think I would prefer the iron clays, of course. They look a
I'll,
lot beautiful.
mhm. Well, finish
What do
your
you
comment.
think? What do you think?
Well, in my perspective, I will say it depends on the game. It's like let's put it in on food examples.
Yes.
Hmm.
You are not going to drink. I don't know. Let's say an expensive. I don't know about drinks. I don't drink. But let's say
Uh,
a very expensive drink like champagne or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
With
yes.
tacos, or maybe yes. I don't know. Instead, you can just take a
Maybe yes.
soda.
Anything
Maybe
is
yes.
possible, Mr.
Yeah.
Messi.
But I mean, it will take. I mean, even when this is cheaper drink, it will taste better because
So you're
because the
saying the
thing.
iron clays are like the luxury?
Not because of
No.
that, but I think it fits better with the theme of the game. It
Hmm.
fits
Mm.
better the way it looks and the
So like if
presently.
you're playing a pirate game, it makes more sense to play with metal coins than with the
Even
poker with the
in my
iron.
case, for instance, I will never prefer the poker chips, the iron clays, over the metal coins in games like Raiders of the North Sea, of
Hmm.
Architects of the West Kingdom, because
Hmm.
the metal coins on those games are like
Yep.
even thematically
Thematic.
make sense. like
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
on the for the age. So I
Yeah.
mean, 100%, I will never replace the metal coins with the iron clays on certain games. That's my point. I,
It
I
depends
think
on the
I
game.
should
It's
I think I should
complicated, right?
Yeah.
I should put that example from the beginning instead of the food thing. But I mean, I try to make my point.
So,
And
so Mask Maple is saying that if you eat your tacos with champagne, you're doing it
Yeah.
you're an
wrong.
asshole.
Wrong.
Yeah.
He's
Hmm.
not doing that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. I fully agree with you.
Finally. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I always agree with you. Um,
You freaking liar. Uh-huh.
no, so I find the same situation. I got myself, the smaller package of iron clays,
Mm-hmm.
and they just been sitting there. I haven't brought them out because when I get the opportunity to play them, I get a game that um, uses coins. A lot of time I do have the metal coins,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like in the situation of like, oh, should I play with the metal coins or for this specific game, or should I bring out the iron clays? And then most of the time it's like, well, I mean, the metal coins are for this game, so I'm gonna play with the
Yeah.
metal coins, and then the iron clays don't come out. So it makes me
Mhm.
wonder, like, what game would be? I guess a game that doesn't have metal conversions. That
Mm-hmm.
would be a good way to bring out your iron clays. But for that matter, they also sell like generic metal coins on Amazon or whatever that you could use if you prefer the metal coin feel to an iron clay. So it's interesting for sure.
Mhm. So on top of that, I mean, I think the whole point of this conversation is like, are these upgrades necessary or not? I mean,
True, 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 true.
at some point you'll start saying like, okay, how or when you consider upgrades are necessary, or all the time you if there are some upgrades available for any
Mhm.
game, are
Yeah,
you gonna take them, or just it
or
depends?
pass.
I don't know.
Andre, what
Mm-hmm.
do you think? Are upgrades necessary?
It actually, for me, depends on the game.
Okay.
If it's going to improve the game somehow,
Somehow, yeah, but in, well,
I think it's important to have the upgrades. But if you think that it's going to be like the same type of game, if you, for example, have it retail edition or deluxe edition, then the upgrades are not needed for me. For example, I have a game. I purchased a game when I was in Pax and Plug last December, Kutnahura,
mhm.
Hmm.
and I saw the coins.
Amazing game.
I saw the coins, the metal coins, and I just fell in love with them. So I needed them. And those are like really different from, of course, the cardboard coins. And of course, those are going to be looking amazing in the game as well. So those are not needed for me, but those look great when you play the game.
They do.
So it depends on you, actually. If you want the game like to sparkle in your table, then you purchase the upgrades. If you don't need that, you want just to play the game and go the cheap way, then you don't need the upgrades.
Ah,
But
the cheap way.
it
The poor
totally
way.
depends on
The
you.
No.
poor way. The poor way.
The
Good. Thank you
cheap
for being
version.
so polite.
Mr. Masking Maple, what do you think? Are upgrades necessary?
Of course not.
Of
That
course.
doesn't mean I don't love to have them on the table.
Hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
my perspective, none upgrade is necessary. Unless they are to protect or keep safe your game. That's the only
Mm-hmm.
upgrade if we consider things to
Right.
keep your game organized or protected.
Hmm.
Then
Okay.
those upgrades then could be necessary. I would say, like for instance, in my case, I'll put this example now with board games, not with food
Mhm.
anymore. So, the very first game that I purchased when I started entering the hobby, I have mentioned this a lot of times, is Carnival of Monsters. So I played the
Hmm.
game like 1,000 times, maybe not, but a lot of times. And through the time, I'm not exaggerating here, but at least I've been played the game like, I don't know, 100 and something times. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not excited. I completed these small booklets that they're included to score points.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy the amount of time that I have played this game. So that by playing well, no, while playing the game without sleeves, it made the card looks, with the natural, I don't know how it's called, but you just start feeling unpainted or losing,
Yeah,
paint
wear
Mm-hmm.
and tear.
paint.
Warned.
Yeah.
Worn.
So in that case, if I should know, I mean, if at some point somebody will tell me like, you will need these sleeves because that will help you to protect your game, and you can, even if you play the game like a lot of times, the card will still be like, in a good condition, things like that. I will take it, you know. But these are the things that you have to, or you're learning through the time, and then you start considering. At some point, I was one of those person that sleeps everything. You know, I'm not criticizing them. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying I was one of you, not anymore. And at some point, it was because it's also very expensive. It's something that's
True.
why I also consider an upgrade, because if you want it, you have to pay for it, and it costs. It's not that cheap. And also, if you really want to get like a good sleeves or a high quality sleeves, then you have to, you know, pay more, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something. But other than that, there are none, or there I don't consider upgrades necessary. Like I said, one thing is they're not necessary. Like for instance, um, wooden components or metal coins,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not necessarily for you to play the game. So for some reason, the game already has the components, the enough components for you to play. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have or get in love of certain games, like in my case, I'll put some examples like Wingspan or Everdell. I will have every upgrade available in the market because I really enjoy to play those games, and I enjoy now even more to put everything on the upgraded components. So I agree with Adri on this. Like it depends on the game, but once again, I honestly think there are no upgrade necessary on board game. Back to you, Your Highness. Yeah,
Uh,
I wanted to say something.
what do you think about the other type of upgrades? Like, for example, the ones that make your life as a board gamer like a lot easier. For example, player mats, the one that you use on your table, or trays for you to actually roll your dice if the game has a lot of dice, or the little, I don't know, cups or things that people get in order to
Oh yeah,
place
the
the
token
components,
token
the token.
holders
Yeah,
to organize the
exactly.
tokens. Oh, those are so nice, especially the
Mm-hmm.
wooden ones.
Mhm.
Exactly. So, what do you think about those?
So again,
Necessary.
player mats, and all these things. I mean, if the game doesn't have those, it's because you could play the game without those
Right.
components, right?
Right.
But I mean, I have play mats, I have trays, I have dice towers, I have a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
because it's also part of this experience and vanity that you have. Like, oh, I'm now really
But
into this, and I would like to show up that I
All of
I
all of
know
this
I
stuff.
know I know about this, and I
all
know
of the
how this
stuff.
game, I know how these things could look even better, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
know. But because
Yeah.
I'm a selfish bastard, but that's okay. It's not something that bothers me. It's more like at some point, like I said, I was like really obsessed with all these things, like trying to
Uh-huh.
get all the deluxe version of
And
everything.
now
Now I think I'm just a
you just accepted who you
accept
are.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed with
And also
the
now
deluxe.
I got hungry, so I was like, okay, I'd rather prefer to eat or buy the deluxe version of this one. So I
True.
had to decide, and
Yeah.
because, like I said, it's very expensive.
You know
But
what?
mhm,
Oh, go
go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, just want to close my comment here. Like for those things like playmats and trays and things like that, they surely will help you to one the playmat to protect your games.
Mhm.
That 100% sure. But the trays and stuff, you can just try to not being so messy while you play. Let's
Mhm.
put it that way. It
Yeah.
looks better. It looks like you are being an organized person,
Mhm.
but again, it's part of the game. I understand also that some games are cool with those components, and maybe the expenses of creating a more quality game or more produced game, of course, will cost you more money, but
Hmm.
it hits retail even. You know.
Mhm.
Do you know what? Talking about this idea
Mhm,
of protecting your games, I used to
mhm,
think the same way. I was like, I used to be the same, like, oh, I'm gonna sleeve everything and protect everything. But then, but then, the sad reality was that the super protected game was sitting on the shelf for like a year without
Yeah.
playing. So
Mhm.
protected from what? It's not even being
From
played.
dust.
So
Not
From
then
even
dust.
from
so
dust.
then I started exactly. Not even, well, it is because it's not even being open, so the dust is not getting in.
Mm.
But so then you start thinking like I start being more, selective and be like, okay,
Mhm.
if I start playing this game a lot, or
Mm,
like I'm gonna be playing this game a lot, then and only then do I start thinking about, okay, maybe I do want to sleep this one. But if it's a
Mhm.
game that we're gonna get out to play and see how it feels, and we were like, it was okay, it was a good, but we'll see when the next time will be. Then
mm,
that's a game that I'm not gonna sleep.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, those kind of things for sure get you thinking about what games are worth protecting, which ones maybe you can save that money. Talking about inserts, for example, if you have Gloomhaven or Frosthaven, you
Mhm.
need an insert. It's impossible to play it without
I,
an insert.
I would like to disagree on that once again because damn it, I'm the only one who disagrees on this.
The
But
good, we need both
Great. We
sides.
need disagreements.
hold on,
Yes.
Yes, we love
let
I
me
don't
drama.
have Gloomhaven, so I can't disagree.
let me see how much time do we have right now. So yeah, we still have plenty of time to discuss this. So I do have Doomhaven, as you know,
Yes.
Mhm.
and I never use an insert. I just try to remember at the beginning. At the beginning, then when
Okay.
I start wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do by trying to put all these things back into the box,
Yeah.
I decided
Mhm.
to take a video. So the way it was, so I just follow in reverse the way it was.
but but do you
That
have
was
the
my
things
way.
on like you have to have them baggies, right?
But
That's the
but
only
no no
insert in
but
the
no
game.
no no no. Now I'm going to say this for all these monsters and
Standees.
the standees.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had to purchase a separate box. I purchased in this Dollar Tree stores. It's
Oh,
like
I
this,
see. Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
tool, like
A
a tool box.
Tucker box. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Has organizer.
I just got
So
one
you
of
you
those
bought like
boxes.
a
So at
You
that
got an
point,
insert.
you bought
then
an
it's an
insert,
insert.
your own
It's
insert,
an
Mhm.
external insert.
an
Yeah.
An
external
external insert because
do it yourself insert.
I put it aside, and I put it aside. And I have to bring it every time
You
we
know
have to
what? Yeah.
play. I do
Yeah.
agree on that, but even for that game, I got some upgrades because I thought like there are some standees for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cardboard standees that
Yeah.
the bases
The
that
3D.
they marks you the damage, so you
Yeah,
put
the
this
3D
on top of it
prints.
so you can track the
Those are
damage of
nice.
every. So I love that I have those, and I have my own like board when you
Hmm.
put your character, your
Yeah.
cards, and so you
Organizer.
organize because
Okay.
it feels amazing.
It
I know
is. It
it's not
is.
necessary, but it's really cool to have
Yeah,
them.
I gotta say a little story with Gloomhaven. When we started playing, we were like, okay, we don't need to insert. We'll just get baggies, and we're gonna put like stickers to, this baggie is for this baggie is for that,
Mhm.
and we made our own insert or organizer, and it was terrible, terrible, terrible. It was
It's
so
been
hard to
expensive
play.
enough. It's been expensive enough. You think at the beginning, but like, nah, this game
Right,
is. I
like
mean,
no,
I
because the insert is not cheap either. It's like
no, that's
20,
the
30,
other
40,
thing.
something like that. I don't remember.
No, 60 at
Inserts
So
some
are not
point.
cheap
so
anyway.
after we struggle with the homemade insert or solution, we were like, you know what, we gave up. We need the insert, and so we got ourselves the insert for Gloomhaven, and that was a game changer. It was a lot easier to set up and a
Nice.
lot easier to tear down. And when we finished and we got Frosthaven, I from the start I just got it with the insert because I was not gonna go through the same process. But I do not have an insert for any other game, really. I mean,
Okay.
if it comes with one, it comes with one, but I haven't had the need to like improve the organization of any other game uh, like that. I feel like most new games, it comes to mind like Mind Clash games like
Mm.
Anachrony and the
And that's also.
Perseverance. They make
Mhm.
such good inserts that you
Inserts.
don't need an
No.
insert. That their insert is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I, I'm, I'm
hopefully, new games come up with good inserts now.
I'm thinking also on those games like there is a lot of publishers that I think they are feeling us as gamers, and they think in advance of the problems or the issues that you will have to to put back all the components. And I think um, we all every time we thank them for put the insert already in the box.
Yeah.
A good
it's
Totally.
insert.
it's like
A good
it's like
one.
it's like man, thank you for that. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
don't. You are giving me like the plus, little plus that
Yeah,
I maybe didn't ask for it, but you already thought on that and you gave me already. So
yeah,
I don't have to worry about that. I just even it makes the last part of the gaming session even more easy, and maybe you have some pleasure to put it back everything because you have to put it in order and you don't have to struggle every time. You just
yeah.
put it back.
It saves
That,
time.
True.
that's all. And
All
now,
right.
before we move to the last section, I just want to ask you this right away. So, what do you think about the traveling components or the traveling upgrades for a game? I don't know if you have been,
Oh,
like
like the
put
backpack or
backpacks, or there are some, I don't know what they're called, but I would love to say, I love to say that they're like gaming brass, you know, or you can put it on the boxes, so you can
oh
attach
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
the elastic
the
bands,
elastic bands.
elastic
Elastic
bands.
Yes,
bands.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't open
Hmm.
by mistake.
So things like that. I mean, when you're traveling and you're taking games for, even when you're traveling just from a local game night from your
Yeah,
home to another friend's home,
yeah. They help.
I don't
They
know.
help.
And that I think there are, I don't know if we can consider those upgrades
They're,
or
so
just,
yeah, as a
I don't
gamer,
know.
there are upgrades as a board gamer, right?
I think
Like
they have a
we can also
specific
talk, for
names
example,
for
like a board
those.
game table is also an upgrade to your board
Uh-huh.
gamer life,
Or to your game night.
to your game
Mm.
night. Yeah,
For example, if you want to wear
there you go.
like clothes for
Well,
your game night.
Some
but those
swag.
are more like what are they called?
Nice
I don't
things.
know. Nice things. Give me five. They call.
Yeah, give me all of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
um,
Maybe they'll come to my mind, but yeah, I get
yeah,
it. I get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just as a last point before we move on, I
No,
gotta talk
go
about
ahead.
miniatures. I gotta talk
Yeah,
about miniatures
miniatures.
Mhm.
because a lot of games is a classic example that the deluxe version comes with the miniatures, right? Um, so what? How do you feel about them? Adri, how do you feel about the idea of upgrading your meeples to to plastic
Or
miniatures?
the
Oh,
cardboard
like
standees to miniatures. Yeah.
standees to miniatures. I
Hmm.
think it actually would depend on the game as well.
Okay, okay,
If you believe that it's going to be changing the experience of you as a player, and if you really need those miniatures, then just go get them. But I think, well, I have a game with standees that works perfectly, and
right.
I
The
don't
game's still the
think I
same.
really need the miniatures. So yeah, it works the same.
Do,
It's just
Yeah,
like this huge presence in the table. Like the
yeah.
miniatures looks a lot better than the standee, but it works the same.
do you
What do you
have
think?
do you have right now, like right quick on your mind, a game that you think this game it's okay with no miniatures at all? I mean, they have miniatures available, but
Hmm.
I've considered the miniatures are a waste of money, and they're just, I mean, something that I can live without in a game.
I
I mean, if you have the chance, like if you have the chance to
Right.
get the miniatures, and instead of taking the miniatures, you will say, okay, it's not really, I mean, 100% not needed. I don't
Right.
really
It's a
need.
classic example on Kickstarter. You have the lower pledge with
mm-hmm,
meeples,
mm-hmm,
Mhm,
and then you have the more expensive pledge that replaces the meeples with miniatures.
mm-hmm.
mhm. No, but you have an example of a game that
A
you may
specific
think
example.
specific
A
example.
specific no.
I
Um,
do, but I would like to know if you have, because I really have one
I
I
that I really
cannot
regret.
recall one right
Regret. I
now.
really regret. I really regret. I just regret
What?
the,
Okay.
of waste a lot of money, being wasted a lot of money during the Kickstarter campaign,
mm-hmm.
and then it was like, I mean, why do they, were selling the miniatures if the game really don't need them? You know,
Okay.
they were
Okay.
just
What
more
game
like
are you
for
talking about?
exhibition. You know what it is? It's from I was trying to take a minute to bring you them to the camera. Because I would
Mm-hmm.
like just to show them everyone. So give me 1 second. I will be
Sure.
right back.
Go ahead.
We'll give
Okay.
this
Okay.
we'll get.
We'll return after the commercials.
I think I don't really remember if Wonderland's War has a difference between miniatures or meeples.
I think I think without miniatures, no, Wonderland's War either comes with the
Come
plastic
back.
chips
Mm-hmm.
or the cardboard chips. In that
Oh.
case, right, the deluxe version upgrades the cardboard to plastic chip.
Oh, okay.
But I feel
Yeah.
like that's very necessary because you use them a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just gonna wear and tear. They're just gonna
Yeah, I
get
think
destroyed after a couple of.
that's a good like mention to take to the table because yeah, if you're going to be playing that game like a lot, and I've seen that game being out like a lot
Yeah,
in a lot of tables around the
yeah, yeah.
community.
You definitely
So
Are,
want
yeah,
are,
the.
it's
are, are
a
we
good
are we
upgrade.
talking about the sleeves? Thank you for being on my.
No, we're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
Wonders War.
Wanderlust War. Did you
No,
find the game?
yeah,
Yeah.
of course I did. So this game I
Mm,
was like very excited about it. So
Hmm.
it was during my Kickstarter fever that
it's still
I'm.
going, right?
No, no, no. This is just
No?
like no,
Are
no.
you recovering?
I think so. Hope
I
so.
think
Let's
so.
see. So
What is
it's
this?
this game. I don't know if you
What
heard
is
about
this?
the game. It's Casting Shadows.
No.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Mm,
about it.
So
no.
Casting Shadows is from Unstable Games,
Okay.
the
Yep.
creators of Unstable Unicorns
Yep.
and Here to Slay games,
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
which I love, by the way. Here to Slay, I love the game. I really enjoy it because it's really mean and it's a lot of blood spilling out everywhere and it's a battle that you can fight, whatever. So I thought, like, okay, I really love the art. Yeah, that
There it
one.
is.
And even though I have the upgrades for that with some
Hmm.
nipples that are useless, but that are really cool just because of that.
What are you
But
using meeples for?
for nothing, just to show up on the table, honestly. So it's
Nah.
pretty much the same thing with these guys. So look at this. So you will
They look
not
nice.
deny, you will not deny that these guys are
Oh
amazing.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at this, the
they're really cool.
details. So look at this. Look
Mhm.
at the ass of this guy. So it's amazing.
It is pretty nice,
Seven
yeah.
asses. So
It
it's
looks like the one from Sonic.
yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like the thematically the game is like
Oh.
this little
Hmm.
They're
fella,
very
this
cute.
little fella becomes this guy at some point.
Oh,
So
okay.
Nice.
you evolve or transform
Like a
from
Pokemon.
the little cute I don't harm anyone to the
The badass.
yeah, the bad motherfucker that we have here. So so
Beep,
What?
beep.
so I'm
Like
I'm
Pokemon.
I'm quoting a Pulp Fiction movie, by the way. So
Nice.
anyway, so all these miniatures have no purpose or not sense to have them on the table.
Mm.
The retail version of this game, you can find it at Target
Hmm.
with cards and a plastic board,
Hmm.
and it would cost you maybe $25. I
Mm.
Hmm.
want to tell you how much I spent on this one because
It's a
I don't
collector
want
edition.
I don't want to
You
say
can
it that
sell
way
each one of those miniatures for $20
easily. I mean,
easily.
I really like it. I mean, it's amazing, but there are toys. There are
Yeah,
toys just for that, and I don't even have a place to put them. You know, it's like
for to show them off.
to show them
Oh,
off.
Put them in your car and at the front of your car
I mean,
and the
it,
dash.
and the dash
the first time they
dashboard.
arrived, they arrived, it was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the great one of the greatest experiences that I will have or I've been having playing board games. Because look at the miniatures; they will be like badasses on the board, and they will
Hmm.
be like confrontation
Yeah,
everywhere, and transformation. It will be
I
amazing.
know.
I'm
Well,
so disappointed about the
for
game.
me, the miniature situation, it got. I always thought like, oh yeah, of course, miniatures they make the game
Hmm.
or the experience more immersive. But then the problem happened when I realized that having miniatures meant that you had another box the same size as the as the base game.
This is another box. This is not even.
Exactly,
I don't have
it's bigger.
anything related with the
It's
game. It's
bigger
just a
than the base
miniatures
game.
box. It's just a
Exactly.
miniatures box.
So if you want to bring your amazing copy of the game to your friend's house to play, now you have to bring these two boxes, two big boxes,
Three
just for the
actually, but
miniatures.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
then you know that you might use like maybe 10% of those miniatures in the game, right? Because the other ones might not come out. Like, and it's like, oh no. And then when you start like running out of space on your shelf, you're like, oh no, I have like 3 cubes or 3 rows of shelf that is just miniatures for these other games. And then
Mm.
that's when you start questioning, like, are they
And to,
are they that necessary? Are they really
Mhm.
adding that much up? Because to me, there's it gets to a point where it's like, wait, I want to bring this game, let's say like Ankh or Rising Sun, I want to
mhm,
bring
mhm,
them
mhm.
to game night. But
Mhm.
now if I want to bring them, I also want to bring these other 2 boxes with miniatures. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what, I don't feel like bringing 3 boxes. Maybe I'll just bring another game. Look at it, it's alive.
Yeah,
But
it's alive.
anyway, yeah, the whole miniature, especially with the Kickstarters that like to bombard you with stretch goals of miniatures and miniatures and more miniatures.
Mostly
To,
Simon, for example.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be honest, I think this was my break point. This is when I said that's enough for me. I will never. I gave up to
You're
Kickstarter
over.
with that. Yeah, I'm
You're
over.
hurting me. Let me
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I felt it. I was like, give up. You're hurting me. Come on.
Yeah,
Release me. Release me
release.
for God's sake.
Release me.
Release me for God's sake.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. I mean, they're still
But like,
awesome.
nah.
They're still awesome. I think they look awesome.
I mean, yeah,
But it
they're
is
fine, motherfucker,
definitely
but
like you know after you put them
yeah,
away and they're in their box, you're like,
no,
that takes a
Mm-hmm.
lot of space.
no, I know. But
But
still,
anyway.
but still, I hear, I remember now a good friend of mine once told me, and this is 100% sure, maybe not, but
Mhm,
from what I remember, he told me once that the only people that doesn't like upgrades are the
mhm.
ones that cannot afford upgrades. And I was
Mhm.
100% sure that that was true. Like, I agree on that
Yeah,
because people
Mm.
that would say, "No, no, I don't need it. No, that's okay. It's good enough. Why you need those?" You say that because you never have these upgrades on your hand and you cannot feel the sensation, the feeling of
no.
having something. But then
But
Then it
something
then,
happened.
changed,
it
and
happened.
I'm still the same selfish bastard. But still, I think I could be better. And now I'm thinking that they're not, like I said, I'm 100% confident, not upgrades are necessary, but they're really cool. And I
Hmm.
still will
True.
have them when I consider they will be worthy to have. That's it. That's it.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Drop me.
Excellent. Excellent. Very nice.
Hmm.
Well, obviously there was a lot to talk about when it came to upgrades.
Hmm.
We could keep going. We didn't really dive into like gaming tables and things like that. But
Hmm.
well, no, maybe we'll revisit the topic in a different episode. But for today, we're gonna move on to the last section, the chismecito section.
Hmm.
So, my friends, you guys bring some gossip you heard, some news or exciting things
Audrey,
that you
are you gonna go first?
Nah, I think it is an upgrade of the chismecito I mentioned the last time.
Oh no,
okay.
you got it again first.
Yeah, stole
God,
it again.
yeah, God, it's yours.
So, is the game that they were mentioning, Bruno Catala, and
Mm-hmm.
the last time that I mentioned that there was a secret
Anton
game,
Bausa, Anton Bausa. Don't
Antoine,
forget about
Antoine
him.
Bausa,
Anton
yes.
Bausa.
Antoine.
So they are going to be releasing some sort of Seven Wonders duel, but related to Lord of the Rings.
Very nice.
And I need it.
You need it.
It looks awesome. Just the art looks amazing. I think I'm gonna
The Barlow also
look at
needed.
that. Yeah, it looks amazing.
I know. I'm a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
franchise,
me
so
too.
I
But
will have to get them all.
we need to get
All of
them.
them.
Yeah.
All of
I,
it.
I would like to show you this little golem here that I would like to hear from you what it looks like for you because I have my opinion, but I would like to what the fuck is
Oh,
what is this?
That is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You know?
it looks like the. Is it
It has a
the?
fish. It has a fish.
It has a
It,
fish, that's for sure.
That is Golem.
A raw fish.
Golem.
it's look like the Harry. It looked like a Harry Potter elf.
Yeah, the Dobby. It looks like
Dobby.
Dobby.
Mm-hmm.
But look
Looks
Frodo,
like
for instance.
Dobby.
Look
Oh, look at
Frodo, it's
it's so
amazing. Look at the
cool.
ring. Look at the ring. Look at the ring.
It has a ring.
It has the ring
Nice.
and stuff. Yeah, that's a
It has the
huge
good
fan.
stuff. It has the
I
good
The
have
stuff.
I have
only
I have I have the sword here. So I'm a huge fan. I'm obsessed with Lord of the
yeah,
Rings.
I also have a tattoo, Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings related, and I also have Aragorn and the Lord
Arwen.
Arwen. Yeah, yeah, like your dog's
Arwen.
name. Yeah, but I haven't actually assembled them, so I
Hmm.
have
So
them there.
this is how they look. You want to
Nice. All right.
know.
What about you boys? Any chismecitos from you?
Mr. Mask Maple.
I want to share with you that I'm going to start attending gym, and I would like to start taking this bottle to the gym sessions,
To
which
do.
Ooh,
also it's a game
It's a game
from
from.
Panasaurus Games.
Panasaurus.
Ah,
So
there
Nice.
this is the
you
game
go.
I was talking about last
Protein
session.
shakes.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't
Don't
skip like day.
like
It's finally
day.
here. It's finally here. I'm wondering.
Don't skip
I'm
like day.
I'm still not playing the game. I haven't played the game yet. But
Don't skip.
just the idea. I was thinking that the bottle was just for but like useless for actually drinking.
Hmm.
But looks like it has the
It's a functional bottle
functional bottle. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
to work out.
So it's actually a water bottle that can also hold a board game or a card game, which is
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's more amazing. So I just want to share with you that I finally have this. I don't know. I think if somebody asked me if I did um, the leg day, I will say yeah, I did. I have proof of that. I didn't skip leg day. So from now on, nobody going to bully me anymore.
All right.
There
Great.
you go. That's it. That's it. I don't have anything to share. Right.
No.
That was.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Excellent. Well, I think that's a nice episode. I think
What
we're gonna
about
wrap.
What
you?
What?
about you,
What about
What
Axel?
about
you?
me? No, nothing for
Again?
me. Well, there was this
Again?
No.
game that I saw that people were
Again?
talking
You're doing
about.
the same once again. You always say, no, I don't have any. Although I do have this game.
I think I
Well,
have.
you know, I heard about this game that everyone's talking about. It's called Harmonies. Have you guys?
Oh, yes.
uh,
Seen it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, from Live
Mm-hmm.
Lut, I
Live
think.
a lot. Yeah.
And a lot of people are
was me.
saying that it's a Cascadia,
Yeah,
replacement.
I heard that. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
no.
mean the game. I don't know how it plays, but it looks nice. It looks nice.
Okay. Okay.
So it got me intrigued.
It's in Kickstarter.
No, I actually I don't know. I think
Oh, you
maybe
can get it now.
you can
Harmonies.
just get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I've
think
seen
it's
it a lot
recording.
on the community.
Oh, you know
A
what?
lot of
I have a
It's everywhere on
chismecito.
Instagram.
yeah.
Do you know? I don't know if you're playing or because you have heard about it, but I don't know if you have played already the White Castle game. You remember?
No,
From
I
the beer.
haven't played it, but I
From the beer.
know what you're talking about.
Don't steal my chismecito now.
No, I'm
So
not.
so White Castle is having an expansion. That's
An
my chismecito.
expansion.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
But I don't want to say
The
any
White
other
Castle matcha.
much. Yeah.
White
Matcha.
Castle matcha. Yes.
White Castle.
Matcha.
I don't
Very
know.
well. Very well. So definitely
Mm,
more games coming out that are looking
As always,
good.
as
Looking
always,
good. So
as
keep an eye
always.
out for them.
Mhm.
Anyway, beautiful people, thank you for joining us today. My friends, Mr. Mask Maple and Adri. Thank you
Pleasure, my
for
friend.
being here with me and discussing the good and the evil about upgrades.
The
The
good
good
and
and the
evil.
evil. I like it.
Exactly.
I like that.
Make sure, beautiful people from the chat, to follow us on Instagram and subscribe if you haven't, and leave us all your comment down below. And if you want to know specifically what we're up to, you can find Mr. Mask Maple on Instagram, Wander Maple on Instagram as well, and me as Dice and Amigos on Instagram. We just
I
love
made it.
Instagram.
I made
Nice.
it.
You
I
did it. We've been
made
practicing.
it.
See? We're experts.
Yes.
But
Yes.
anyway, take care. Stay hydrated.
Stay
Subscribe if you
hydrated.
didn't subscribe the first time.
Don't
And
forget to blink. That's important. Don't forget to blink.
yeah, get some rest. Rest is important.
Yeah.
And eat
And
all
drink
your meals.
water.
But it's more
Drink.
important to breathe. Don't also forget
All
that.
your veggies
Don't forget to breathe. Yes.
and
And blink.
fruits.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll be seeing you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.